Are you guys pumped? I hope so, because it's time for Metroid Prime. I don't know if you guys are made aware, but Nintendo is no longer copyright claiming content. As it turns out, they're getting rid of the Creator Club. And consequently, I noticed that videos of mine are no longer getting copyright flagged. So, this appears to have ushered in a new age of Nintendo content on YouTube. Isn't that exciting? Let's get a move on. Obviously, since I am the Metroid junkie, what better game to start this off with to commemorate this occasion than Metroid Prime? Let's be real. Unidentified distress beacon has been tracked, Talon 4. In the unlimited void of space, only one can save the world! And her name is John Cena! Samus Aran! That's cool, noob. This doesn't play it perfectly, but it does play it well enough. It never gets lower than, say, the 40s, so there might be a little bit sound distortion because of it. It looks like the main stars just arrived. Because Rule 34, man. Don't you know the internet better than this? At last, we have begun. Let's infiltrate this area. Let's infiltrate this bad boy. Well, that was easy. Check it out. It's Samus' ship. Energy force field in place. You cannot reach your gunship. Then why did she jump out? She basically just trapped herself. Good thing the pirates were so helpful to configure all of their stuff specifically for Samus. Wasn't that nice of them, Noob Gamer? To allow their enemy to interface with their system so easily? It's almost as if they're a little bit incompetent. Or this is a video game and we have to have contrived reasons. You'd think they would come up with some kind of way to have doors specific for them. I played Metroid Doom version. That's cool, I suppose. Entrance to Deck Alpha Access Hall. Good to know. Huh, look at that. You know, it may be aged, but even for its time, you gotta appreciate all the little details. The devil truly is in the details. You can actually see steam coming off. I think you can see electrical sparks down there. It's quite a beautiful looking game even now, just because of the detail they had to it. You can see little lines moving up to represent a force field of some kind. Probably sensitive equipment that they don't want to be tampered with. Never played Metroid. Well, then this will be new for you, won't it? Space pirate status. Death caused by severing of the spinal cord. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you don't need a scan visor to determine that maybe it was the spinal cord injury that killed him. You can kind of see it. You know, judging by the big arm sticking out of its back. Call it a hunch. Well, what do we have here? Oh, look, we got a live one. Excuse me, sir, what happened to you people? Imprints of large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton. Excuse me, sir, can you tell me anything about what happened here? Sir, I'm just trying to start a friendly conversation. Would you please quit shooting at me? Fine, have it your way. That's funny because the original Metroid was a side-scroll. The 2D Metroids are side-scrollers, so it's kind of like Mega Man, I guess. Apparently it was Miyamoto's idea to have Metroid, a 3D Metroid, be in first person. That's apparently why there wasn't a Metroid game on the Nintendo 64, because they just didn't know how they were going to translate it into 3D. Because they could have just did what they did with Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time and just made it a third-person adventure game, but I guess they wanted to do something a little different. Something a little unique for Metroid. So they gave it to Retro Studios, a company in Texas that was having problems with that was having trouble at the time getting any games through. So I think Miyamoto was impressed by a tech demo they made and pretty much just gave them the Metroid license. And apparently a lot of people had to 3D can be good or bad. Yeah, it can be. I mean, look at Castlevania. Their attempts to go 3D weren't exactly successful, you know what I mean? So people were actually writing off Metroid Prime. They didn't think it was going to have a chance. People were thinking, well, this is doomed. A Texas developer is going to turn our beloved Metroid into a first-person shooter. I mean, how much more awful can you get? That sounds terrible if you think about it. Everything was against this game, and yet somehow it turned out really good. A defunct studio in Texas managed to make a completely faithful first-person translation of the Metroid franchise. Meanwhile, the actual Metroid team made Metroid Fusion, and it's far more of a divergence from the Metroid formula than Metroid Prime was. Metroid Prime was actually the more faithful one, believe it or not. 90s Metroid is superior in its own way. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Super Metroid is definitely when it started reaching its peak of quality, at least in my opinion. That's when it started getting really good. Metroid, it's fun to go back to just to see where it started, but, you know, without a map and the movement is also kind of chunky, it's not as fun to go back to. Just saying. Metroid 2 is better in that at least you can crouch so that you can hit enemies that are lower than you and you can at least shoot downward. But it wasn't until Super Metroid that they got it nailed. You can actually aim diagonally, and the movement felt a lot smoother, you know what I mean? You actually had air control, and it felt good to control. Ah, that one's healthy. Better use maximum firepower. Minimal injuries assessed. Use caution. Maximum firepower recommended. You mean like this? Well, so much for the space pirates. Even when they're Metroid copied a Call of Duty formula. How? How do they copy a Call of Duty formula? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make any sense. What did it copy from Call of Duty? It's about different in every possible way. Not to mention it predates most of the Call of Duty games, even Modern Warfare 1. I'm not even sure if the original Call of Duty came out before Metroid Prime. But it was probably developed on before the first Call of Duty came out. So I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about old Metroid 2D, new Metroid 3D how? Dude, do you not know how first-person shooters go? If you're from the 90s, then wouldn't you know about Wolfenstein, and Doom, and Quake, and Duke 3D, and literally any shooter that came out before Call of Duty? Are you sure you're a noob gamer in 90s? Or does that mean that you're a noob when it comes to the 90s? So you're not familiar with the 90s first-person shooters? So why do you think it copied Call of Duty when it predated Call of Duty by a landslide? Wolfenstein 3D is pretty much the grandfather of first-person shooters. And Doom was the one that really got the ball rolling. Yeah, trust me. Just look up Wolfenstein 3D if you want to see where first-person shooters really got their foot through the door. Because Call of Duty isn't even close, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would actually... If you told someone that you think Call of Duty is the first-person shooter, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would just laugh. Alright, see ya, I guess. Well, this is getting intense. Ah, you missed. By an inch, but you still missed. Ouch. You didn't miss that time. Although I didn't actually lose any energy, so I guess that's on you, isn't it? There you go. Fortunately, I don't miss. It's too bad there isn't anyone else in here, but oh well. I guess I can handle it. I'm sure there are people watching in the background. Hello to everyone who's watching in the background. Or hell, hello anyone who didn't watch live but is now watching after the fact. You guys are cool too. It doesn't matter when you watch it. I appreciate all my viewers. You guys are great. You guys are all fantastic. You do terrific. You're the best audience ever. That's right, I'm making myself sound like Trump. You got a problem with that? Perimeter defense turret disabled. Well, that's convenient. It wasn't necessary, but I guess it's cool. Whoa, okay. That was weird. This creature is deceased. Creature's incubation period was prematurely terminated. Its shell had not yet fully hardened. This is what happens when you mess with freaking parasites, you stupid pirates. I swear, the pirates are just stupid in these games. In this game series, the pirates are always just stupid. They keep screwing themselves over. Just saying. Take that, you little freak. You little freak. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Just gotta go in here. A little tube. A tube of wonders. Time for me to kill. Die, you little freaks. Die. Ugh. They're putting the juices all over me. It's disgusting. Hey, get your goo off me. What did I say about getting your disgusting freaking goo off me, you mook? I swear, they've got no manners at all. Which is why they must be exterminated. Is this... Okay, it's not. It's not the thing I'm thinking of just yet. Yeah, not even gonna bother. Who cares? I've had enough with those little freaking... Kakitas? Whatever they're called. What the? Oh, okay. That's interesting. And that was convenient. It's almost like that was timed. Deliberately. By something. No, you don't. Get the hell out of here. There you go, you little freaks. It's time for me to get the hell out of here. How many of you freaks are there? How many of these damn bugs are there? It's really driving me up the wall. Actually, it's driving them up the wall. But you know. That's another nice little effect you can see. You can see there's actually smoke coming out of the arm cannon when you shoot it long enough. It's just the little details like that in my opinion really make this game... It holds up so well. Just because of all the little details, the little touches that they add to it. It's really a visual treat for the eyes. That's how you make a game that has lasting appeal. At least visually speaking. I'm about to say. Okay, now I'm getting paranoid. Oh boy, it's the man of the hour. Yep, it's him. Oh, you want some? I'll take you on anywhere, anytime, you stupid dragon. Oh, he boasts, but then he just runs away. What a wuss. Whoops. Well, I screwed that up. Thankfully, it's no big deal. There we go. I just had to latch onto it long enough. There you go. This is where it happens. This is the beginning of the end, folks. That must have been a hell of an explosion. Man, she slammed her back so hard that it just broke all of her stuff. There, suit malfunction. Morph ball malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction. Any hope you had of actually surviving? Malfunction. What the? Oh, I was about to say. Ah, right. Just gotta go through the tubing. Yeah, I need to get out of here. Room is depressurizing. Get me the hell out of here. We gotta get out of here. Don't you understand? This place is gonna blow. In fact, even though I had 2 minutes left, apparently it's blowing up now. Because contrived timers. It's a good thing Ridley didn't decide to pursue me, because I just lost all my stuff, which means I would have been an easy target for him. Good thing he's stupid. And Samus is stupid enough to actually follow him. Well, then again, her ship weapons are probably still functional. So, tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. Looks weird without fog, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks slightly different than it's supposed to. I could have played it on actual Wii hardware because I've got the disc right here, but yeah, this way just seemed more convenient, you know? Especially because it has a higher resolution. The only downside is that in areas like this, it looks weird because there's no fog. It looks completely different. You can definitely tell that light fog was giving it most of its personality. It's almost like she's on a completely different planet like this. Also, you can kind of see seams in the freaking skybox that weren't supposed to be visible. So, yeah. Yeah. Want to see something really cool? Okay, the game, it froze for a second there, but I guess it was just loading it in. You can actually see that this has water physics to some extent. So it was ahead of the curve. I mean, I see games on later consoles that had to have that stripped out because of system limitations, and yet this was on the freaking GameCube and it had it. So go figure, right? Like I said before, all the little details. Saturnine. Small, iridescent mushroom. Typically grows in dank, dark places. Oh yeah! It only grows in the dankest of regions. Which means this must be one dank-ass crib, huh? Sorry, that was a stupid joke. I'm just gonna go blow up the explosive fruit and we'll just have ourselves a party. Hello, you little freaks. I swear, all these insects keep wanting Samus's autograph. It makes no sense to me. Sap sac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or ingenious creatures dare to devour it. In other words, they self-destruct. That's a great survival technique, just self-destruct. Just ask Electrode, I'm sure it's a great survival technique. The sac used self-destruct. It was agitated. Yeah, things look a lot better now that there isn't any fog. Or at least there wasn't any fog originally, I mean. This is an area where there really wasn't originally all that much in terms of fog, so it definitely looks a lot better on here. It's only in select areas. See, look at that. Doesn't that just look beautiful? You know, bearing in mind that it's a GameCube title, so the textures and models are slightly low-res. I think it looks great in 720p. Just my opinion, though. You're free to disagree if you want. Good thing these things aren't much of a threat. And you gotta admire the geometric detail, too. I saw Digital Foundry's retrospective on Metroid Prime, and I could definitely tell what he was talking about. I mean, you look back at other GameCube titles, or just titles of the genre, of the era, I mean, in general, and you'll notice that they tend to be pretty simplistic in terms of environmental detail, but this actually has a surprising amount of polygons being pushed here. They had to use a lot of tricks to really push out the best of the GameCube and what it had to offer. These things are so annoying. I almost never bother shooting them, I just try to avoid them. Immobile organisms. Launching sustained energy beams. Sensitive to light. There you go, you little freak. The game even has a rudimentary reflection type of system. Although it seems to be more of a cubic... It seems to be more of an image that just determines its transparency depending on how close you are to it. Well, isn't that convenient? There's a save station right in here. Now, as for what I was talking about, you can actually sort of... Actually, it might be an actual 3D model. Hey, little weirdos. Unfortunately, without missiles, you can't destroy their hives, so... yeah. I can only destroy the individual ones right now. I can't stop them from spawning in. Very unfortunate. Oh well. Time to move on. I swear, this game just can't get enough loading bugs in my face, can it? This one's a scarab, exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. The safety of the swarm, when a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress. Why? Why would they want to do something like that? Why would they want to stop someone from going any further? I mean, wouldn't that be a danger to the swarm? I can't be the only one thinking this, right? Would you just let me through already? Put me through. Little weirdo. Yeah, you probably shouldn't destroy too many of those because they provide light. And light is good if you want to be able to see. Well, it's not as noticeable in here, but there are other areas where it's more noticeable. Alrighty then, this is the first real boss. Hope you guys enjoy it. Oh. Oh boy. Ram War Wasp circles his prey and then strikes. To evolve a true hive mind, nesting in small groups, threaten to encircle the enemies at high speeds, disorientated, striking from all sides, single intelligence, they can fell huge organisms. You really have to pay attention here. If they knock you into the liquid, it's real trouble. Okay. It's not too hard, though. I mean, that would only make sense. It is the first boss after all. It shouldn't be too hard. Thankfully, when they first get out, you can actually take a few out, which does make things a little easier for you. And you really gotta turn around fast and get a look up. When you hear them, that's when you know you gotta look around fast to try to find the one that stopped before it slams you. Not too bad, though. Time to rapidly fire, baby. Take that. If you know where they're coming from, then it's really easy to get them. But of course, they try to trick you. They try to go from an angle that you can't see. They will cheaply shoot you from behind if they can. If they think they can get away with it anyway. Which, obviously, with me, they can't. Isn't this just great? Well, that's one weapon back. Only about a dozen more to go, right? Let's see. I had the Morph Ball, I had the Various Suit, I had the Charge Beam, and I had the Grapple Beam. Actually, that's not that many. That's not that much stuff that I lost. Ooh, energy tank. Very nice. Right, I don't have the Morph Ball yet. That's another thing I lost. Well, it does feel pretty good getting back the missiles, though. At least you have some kind of alternate weapon here. Because just having access to your beam kind of sucks. For some reason, trying to use it to just generally strafe around, it doesn't seem to work. I wonder if that was something that later Metroid games added to it. Because you can only seem to strafe if you're locking onto an enemy. You can't just hold the button down on your own and then do it. And I know it's not a problem with the button because you can lock onto enemies just fine. Hello, you little freaks. Hot diggity daffodil. Wait, what's down there? Ah, of course. Open sesame. A map room. That ought to come in handy. That's another thing that Doom 2016 seemed to have been inspired by. That's why I honestly think that Doom 2016, to some degree, was inspired by Metroid Prime, because you can sort of see it with the double jumping and the map stations and the fact that you can get a... You can double jump... Oh, wait. I think I said that. Double jumping and the 3D map. And just the general exploration factor to it. You can tell they took some level of inspiration. Or at least I think they did. I guess sometimes the game just has to pause to load in shaders. At least it doesn't appear to be freezing. Hopefully. The charge beam will really help, because then you can actually suck in power-ups. You don't actually have to jump up to it. See, look at that. These missiles I just straight up cannot get to. Kinda sucks. Yeah, to hell this. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't even care if I get banged up a little. Because these little freaks gotta be destroyed anyway. So may as well just grab health from them, right? You know, ring-a-ding-ding, right? Even outside of New Vegas, I'm gonna say that, just because it's a great catchphrase. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby! Ring-a-ding-ding. Would you little weirdos just get out of my way, please? Thank you. Really appreciate it. I guess that requires a space jump. Or some kind of glitch exploitation. Do you honestly believe that you're a match for me? I mean, really? Well, I'll admit that is clever use of digging. Oh, come on. Hurry up and let me scan you so I can kill you. Beetle. Fair enough. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it. Now it's time for me to get my other weapon, my other tool back. Ouch. I actually slowed down the game a bit. I guess too much shaders data to load in at once. For some reason. Great, now it's time for the Beatles! You honestly believe you're gonna get me with that? This is nothing to me. This reminds me of, I think it was Beetle Bash on Metroid Prime Pinball. For some reason, it's giving me that kind of vibe. Then again, it does use the same music, and it was inspired by this, so what do you expect, right? Now it's time for the big kahuna. The big cheese. This is just Gouda. Yep. Whoops. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Charge me. That's right, you damn it. Damn it, damn it. I don't think I can shoot missiles at it fast enough for some reason. It's weird. Okay, I did it that time. There you go. That all you got? I'm disappointed in you. Oh, well, at least you gave me a missile pickup, so I'll give you credit. Oh, look, it's another area that I need a new item to get to. Simple light sources. Cute. Want to know a fun fact, everybody? The reason why the Morph Ball was created was because on the original Nintendo, they thought about having it crouch into small spaces, but they, for some reason, couldn't maneuver that around the system limitations. I guess the 8-bit limitations for sprite sizes wouldn't have been able to fit in with that, so they came up with the idea of making her roll into a ball. And it continues to this day. It's probably one of the more creative changes they've done. Hello, you little bugs. I just killed your mama. What do you think of that, huh? Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed killing her. Now then, the only question now is where to go next. Failed to submit command buffer. Ignore. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Damn it. Now it actually did affect the game. 1 second. Wait, what the hell? I guess I'll just have to quit out of it completely. Stupid freaking thing. That was most unfortunate, wasn't it? Let's try not to let that happen again. I have no idea how much progress I just lost. Hopefully it wasn't too much. I know I knew for a freaking fact that I lost the morph ball. But hopefully I didn't lose the missile tank, too. Great. I didn't save after I killed the freaking... Yeah, this is such bull, you know? Just when you think everything is working fine, it just has to screw up on you. Would you shut up? Yeah, I got it. I'm on that way. I'll have to rub it in. For crying out loud. When I try not to save obsessively, that's when the game proves that I really need to. Because it's kind of a prick like that. There we go. At least I killed it again without too much hassle. I went too far up. It's too bad. Take this. Well, I'm back to 5 at least, so good on me. What the hell was that? Do I even want to know? Could have sworn there was something scannable over here. Must have just been those bugs. Or maybe it was that. Drainage possesses traces of high-level toxins. This elevator bridge looks worn but functional. I'm glad it's functional, at least. Ouch. That wasn't a very smart idea, now was it? What do we have here? I see. No, 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 come on! Come on, don't do this crap! Come on! Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This is the second time now, and now I gotta do that freaking fight again? I'm sorry, this is just really, really pissing me off. You gotta understand. Well, this live stream is already a disaster. Maybe now it can actually stick this time. Who's to say? Who's to really say? Let's try that. Let's see if that makes any difference. that's fantastic. That's the third time now. Hooray. Once you get the same thing 3 times in a row because of failures, it starts to lose its charm. Just saying. Dang it. Better do this properly or I'll fall off again. Dang it. Just get out of my face, why don't you? Well, forget you too then, pal. Take that. Now your nest is destroyed. And all of your brothers and sisters with it. That's what you get for picking a fight with me. I will exterminate your entire species. So yeah, don't. Next time you think about doing it, just don't. May as well download the map again. This is a fanfare of the Metroid Prime. No, wait. This is a Metroid fanfare. You've got an item now. You've got a power up. I will make that work. I don't care. There. Now at least I can do this. I'm not gonna fight that freaking hive thing again. 3 times is enough. Just like twice is gonna be enough for that freaking beetle. That beetle king. It's about to be a horror show in here. Because when I'm done with those freaks, there's gonna be a lot of beetle juice. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you know exactly what I mean. Hey. Move it. Move it or lose it, pal. Move it or lose it. All y'all can die. Yeah, that's right. Just hide. See if I care. I'll just rush to the next door where you can't follow me. See how you feel about it. Someone just runs away and leaves you hanging when you're ready for a fight. Dang it. Those things are annoying. Please all just die. It'd be great. That seems to work. Whatever works, right? Hi, dude. I'm working with a new version of Revenge of Evil. You will suffer less than before and contain a new level. Ah, good to hear, I guess. Right now, I'm just suffering with Metroid Prime crashing twice on me. In fact, I already fought this boss, but now I get to fight it all over again. Isn't that fun? Getting to fight the same thing over and over again because the game crashed. Why don't you all just go ahead and die? Well, I may as well take this time to scan you. If I'm going to scan these things, it may as well be when I'm covered by a swarm of them. The mood just seems right. Just a self-imposed challenge on myself, I guess. There we go. Now it's time for the king. Why don't you come at me, huh? Come at me. Come at me. There you go. Why don't you come at me? Dang it. That could have gone better. Oh, that's cool. Come on. Why don't you hurry up already? There you go. Now die. Well, this was fun. But I think I'm ready to just move on already. Samus done turned into a roly-poly. This is so charming. Now I can kill everything. And kill these babies all over again. I can't help but admire the geographical detail that goes into this. It is truly another thing entirely. It's a sight to behold. You know? Just looks great. World? Ah. I don't think this is where I was supposed to go. I get the feeling I was supposed to go over there now. Maybe I should have actually checked. Oh well. It's no big deal. Maybe that bug should have checked who it was messing with before it decided to start messing with me. That bug thinks it's all that, huh? All that in a bag of chips. Yeah, forget this. I'm not gonna deal with these weirdos any longer. May as well just transform and roll out, you know what I mean? Ooh, very nice. But now, I think it's time to experiment. Yes, there we go. Now then, where to go? Probably over here. I just have to avoid those bugs. I could destroy them, but then they would quit emitting light, and then I'd essentially be in the dark. That wouldn't exactly be very good now, would it? Those bats. They were annoying on the 2D Metroids, and they're still annoying. But at least they're easier to deal with here. Freaking tentacles. Why does it have to be tentacles? Wait, I think there's something I gotta scan around here. But I forgot where. Ouch. It's burning me and the frame rate. Oh yeah. Wait, nope. This is the one. The presence of a runic symbol here. Oh yeah, I think I need the charge beam to actually hit them. Actually turn them on, I mean. Yeesh. Navigating this place is a nightmare. Save station detected. Well, that's just beautiful. I think the game's not so subtly trying to tell me to go over there. Hey, buddy, there's a save station over here. Well, you may as well see what else is over there. I just love the effects. Especially the kind that steam up your visor. They're just the best. And I'm not even being sarcastic either. It's really nice to look at. Just the raw attention to detail in this game. It's truly something else, isn't it? Don't worry, Doom Arrow. I'll get back to your Revenge of Evil. There are just a lot of other mods I really want to try out first. Shriek Bat. Have high internal temperature. Dag nabbit. This will be a lot easier once I get that charge beam. Ain't no doubt about it. Little weirdos. Oh yeah, for some reason I thought there was a secret in here. Oh wait, there is. What do we have here? Dang it. There's no indication of anything. Truth awaits you in a sacred hall. Oh, all I had to do was missile it. Now I can carry 5 more than before. Sacrificing 1 missile to get 5, and permanently be able to hold 5 more. I'd say that's a hell of a bargain. Right, this is where the charge beam is at. Now I remember. Thankfully. It's gonna be great to have that back again. What the? This large metal gate blocks entrance to the area beyond. 4 runic symbols adorn its surface. Magic symbols within this room must be scanned to gain access here. Well, there's one. Apparently there are shroom blast caps. I just love blast caps. They're just so beautiful. Trace sediments indicate water once flowed here. Well, isn't that crazy? What the hell? Ouch. Why would you hurt me so? There we go. Just 2 more to go. Roots originate over walls. No decomposition detected. Host plant appears to thrive on toxic water. I mean, I would hope so, because that's all you got. Ugh, disgusting gases. Quit spewing your gases all over me. Don't you have any manners? I get the feeling a certain symbol is right here. And I also get the feeling that I might just be wrong. Ouch. That hurt. Uh-oh. Blast caps. You can't even L target them either. You gotta awkwardly aim at them. What a jip. What in the world? Where's the 4th one? Is there even a 4th one? Does a 4th one exist? Stupid question. Of course it exists. The question is, where does it exist? Oh well, the hunt continues. That one's been activated, of course. They exist somewhere. Dang it. I haven't scanned one of those things yet. Wait, there's one right there. Reaper Vine. Powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. A single eye upon the Reaper Vine keeps a constant visual, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is home to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing this blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. In other words, it's a prick. There we go. I have done it. I almost got myself killed. That's what I did. Amazing, isn't it? It's almost like I have the super ability to get myself killed at every corner. Now then, the gateway has been unlocked. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Oh no. Don't tell me that even back then they had fidget spinners. That's like predicting the future, isn't it? This charge beam just happens to look like a freaking fidget spinner. Charge beam acquired. Press and hold A to charge. Release the fire. And now they're inviting you to use it. Because charge beams actually destroy these. See? And now I can finally draw in power-ups, items, health pickups, instead of having to physically grab them. This first world problem has just been solved. Permanently. You know, I could just blind them for a few seconds and go through without killing them. You think I'm gonna do that? We have returned to Talon 4, born here against our will, by a great cataclysm from the reaches of space. A meteor came, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Though we perceive this from beyond time, space and time, it was but a curiosity, a brief flare in the infinite march of the universe. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, clawing at life with such violence that we were ripped from our peaceful state, and found ourselves wandering as shadows of the mortal forms we left behind. Yeesh. That's dark. What in the world? Oh, right. You just gotta jump down. It's just that simple. Unfortunately, these things are pretty much invincible. You can't really kill them, you can only make them go back. Go back inside briefly. Oh well. Big deal, right? Oh. Where are those bats? I guess they don't appear when you're on this side, huh? Well, good. I wouldn't want to have to kill them again. These blast caps, on the other hand, I will gladly kill them all ding-dong day. Little annoying freaks. And now the save station. I'm slowly getting my stuff back. In fact, I dare say I have many of my stuff back, much of my stuff back. I have all the offensive weapons I had before. Because now I have the charge beam and the missiles. That pretty much sums up what I had before, right? More or less. Now let's see. Just because I'm paranoid, I'm going to do it like that. And look! Now I don't have to touch stuff. If it spawns outside of my reach, all I have to do is charge up the beam and it's like a freaking magnet. Isn't that amazing? Open the door, damn it. You're reading from a hard drive, not a CD. It should be loading much faster. But then again, I suppose you could argue that that affects gameplay to some degree because, I mean, if you're trying to get away from an enemy and it loads much faster, that'll actually help you, make it a little easier. I wonder what happens if you shoot that with a charge beam. Well, a charge beam did work in place of a missile. Okay, it doesn't. I was about to say, it worked on those turrets, but I guess it doesn't work here. Crap, I forgot. What do you gotta use to destroy that thing again? Structural weakness detected in sandstone block. Thanks for telling me. Oh, look at that. It actually created a temporary point for me. Come on. What do I gotta do here? Do I have to get the morph ball bomb? Why do I get the feeling I gotta get the morph ball bomb? That's a big arena, isn't it? But crap. Well, this sucks. I forgot what I had to do to destroy these. I think I actually had to get the morph ball bomb. Possibly. I'm just spitballing here, though. I don't actually remember. Ouch. That hurt, you know. I haven't been over there, though. I'll probably get the morph ball bomb. Possibly. If I go over there. Ah. I see. Well, isn't that convenient? There just happens to be a door I haven't explored before. And it just loops back. Cute. Ugh. Gas. Toxins everywhere. Intense heat readings detected behind this door. Ugh. You have to go back with a various suit. So this is actually not somewhere you want to go to. Not if you want to live. And not right now. Toxin levels are high. Well, how do I get that overgrowth out of there? Well, I guess that's not going to work, is it? Ouch. That hurt. So much. Guess it can't be helped, huh? I may have to look it up. Because I legitimately do not remember. I swear I thought you just had to shoot at it, and then you'd be able to go through, but now I'm second-guessing myself. Seriously. I don't remember. Let's see. That doesn't work. And that doesn't work either. So, what would work? The game isn't even really telling me where to go next. It's just letting me figure it out for myself. Ruined shrine, huh? Let's find a purple door, which probably means I can't go to it. It's probably something that you need the wave beam for, I'm guessing. Okay, I guess I gotta look it up. It's too bad. In the meantime, though, maybe I should go exploring around a little bit. And try it again. I just don't get it. Okay. Weird. Very weird. Let's see. Wait a minute. Can you even activate those icons yet? Doesn't seem to be possible. Oh, I see. Right. They're down here. Has been activated. Well, that was good. That means I can activate them. But how I would get about doing that is anybody's guess. Ah, wait a minute. What the? What the hell? Oh, okay. Whoops. I'm in the wrong place. Or am I? Gathering Hall. Where's the Gathering Hall? Ruined Shrine. Hive Totem. I don't see any Gathering Hall. Gathering Hall access. What the? Is that legitimately where I'm supposed to go? Oh, okay. What the? This doesn't make any sense. Now I'm embarrassed. No. Wow, that actually worked. Even though it just grazed it. I'm officially insane. What the hell? This doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? Ah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I know where to go. I think this guide said the wrong thing. Where I need to go is right over here. Of course. I didn't even check this out yet. Man, I'm not very smart. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Yeah, a little late to the punch there. You're a little late to the punch there, buddy. I already figured it out. Finally gives me the vaguest hint on where to go. After I've already figured it out. Why even bother? Why even bother having that mechanic if it's not even going to be helpful? Stupid gas. Dang it. Okay. At least I didn't fall too far. Stupid things. Are there any more of them? Because I will shoot all of you if I have to. Of course there were more of them. Why wouldn't there be? Yeah, you all can die. At least the charge beam seems to be effective against them. Take that. I really do not care for you. I don't much care for you at all. Oh, there's a morph ball bomb slot that you can take later on, once you actually get it. So I was wrong. You do need a morph ball bomb to continue. For some reason I remember it being different than that. Not really sure why though. Oh well. My mistake. You're all a bunch of freaks, you hear me? Freaks! You bunch of freaks! Well, okay then. A morph ball tunnel leading into another morph ball tunnel. There we are. It's a fire drone. Incinerator drone programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming but can defend itself if necessary. The drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess. That's right, expose your core, baby. Take that. War Wasp Hive. Primary War Wasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. War Wasps build their homes over existing crevices using whatever materials are close at hand. They carry building fragments back to the construction site with their forelegs and glue them into place with adhesive secreted from their abdomens. Call that a threat? Well, okay, the fire is... Wow, now you're being a little pricky, aren't you? Dang it. Come on, lock onto the right freaking thing. Come on. Damn it. Okay, this is just getting annoying now. Take this. Oh boy. Say, would you just die already? Thank you. Really getting annoying now. Ouch. It's a two-pronged fight here. Not nearly as effortless as I thought it would have been. Just die. All of you can just freaking die. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And I do mean boom. Morph ball bomb. Were you just in a morph ball? Morph ball bomb acquired. Well, isn't that just cute? Now I can jump in morph ball mode. That was the whole point of this. Apparently. And just to really hammer the point in home, they got a door. Ouch. That was not one of my better ideas. Especially when my health isn't exactly at full to begin with. Really bad idea. But why go through the trouble when you can just go under them? Much more convenient. Now that is a cool mechanic. Letting you take advantage of your newfound ability to get through an area much easier than you would otherwise. That is how you introduce an item, my friend. I think next up is the Varia suit. Really? Really? Are you for real? I hope that saved. I really hope that freaking saved before you crashed. If it corrupted the save somehow, I'm going to be so furious. Like, you will not even imagine my fury. You gonna hurry up now? Come on. Thank you. Chozo Ruins. That's fantastic, but... $1 million question now. Okay, good. It did save right before it crashed. Good. Energy spike detected. Furnace. What in the world? Okie dokie then. I guess I'm supposed to make my way there somehow. I'm pretty sure you make your way to that eventually. Oh, great, now the game is going slower. Thankfully, it appears to be fixing itself. A little bit. I did notice that in Vulkan mode, it runs a lot better than in OpenGL mode. Probably because I've got a pretty weak CPU, and Vulkan seems to take some of the headway away from the CPU. Of course, there are moments like this where it obviously still fails, but, you know. Dang it. I wonder if that symbol is still activated. No, of course not. Nope. Yeah, it is. It is. I just wasn't very perceptive. As always. Whew, okay. Time to transform and roll out. Really don't have time for this. Oh, nice. How does it feel being the only one left from your hive? There you go. I just gotta run it. Punch it, Scoob! Like, punch it! Heh. Now let's see. Yeah. There's another symbol somewhere. One that I've neglected. Yeah, I got it. I already got it from the previous one. But the question is, where is it? I'm sure it's somewhere. The question is, where? Oh well, I'll find it. I'm sure it's somewhere when you're making your way down. I thought it was on the side of the tree, but I might have been wrong on that. Oh, that's interesting. Overwhelming toxin levels have rotted all the leaves. Well, sucks for it, doesn't it? Venomweed, poisonous plant that retracts in the ground if threatened. Evolved to thrive, they lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs and deliver a powerful toxin. Venomweeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. Well, good for them. Contact with contaminated water extremely hazardous. Thanks for telling me right before I fell into it. I really appreciate knowing that I'm screwed. You know? Now for the million-dollar question. Oh, it's right here. Can't believe I didn't see it. Oh well. I saw it now. That's all that counts, right? Now I just have to make my way downtown. Moving fast. Moving faster. That's right. Get out of here, you stupid weeds. You don't deserve to live. Not after what you did. You know what you did. You don't know who I am, but I know where you live. And you best cut it out. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, this is just gonna be annoying, isn't it? It's like they're just throwing everything at you at this point. Just keep shooting. It's like what Dora says, except instead of Just keep swimming, it's just keep shooting, just keep shooting, shooting, just keep shooting. Would you load in already? Thank you. Really appreciate it. Now it's time for the first real boss. Those were shrimp compared to this. How disgusting. I know what must be done. Come on. Ouch. Let's see. Luckily for me, there's a very obvious telltale glow. There you go. Huh. Not so tough without your solar power, are you? Take this. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. That overgrown praying mantis. Oh boy. I gotta hit that guy to stun him. Okay, come on. Hurry up. Take this. Take that. Take that, you stupid prick. Ouch. That was not very friendly, to say the least. Burn, baby, burn. The flames get higher. Why his solar power betrayed me. Okay, come on. Take this. Ha! Prick. There we go. Just 2 more to go, baby. And now 1 more to go. We're 3/4 of the way there, man. We are 3/4 of the way there. Now all 4 of them are going to be charging him up. Stronger than ever. Ah, crud. Come on. Ah, crap. Come on, hurry up. Would you skirt around fast? There we go. Okay. There we go. I've won, essentially. Now I just have to cement that victory. Yeah, baby! This overgrown praying mantis should have started praying the second he saw me. So this is the cause of all that toxic crap. Now that it's gone, the water is beginning to clear up. The freaking thing's toxins are now gone. And now I just got a various suit. I got the various suit back. That's most of my equipment now. And I know you don't get the grapple beam for quite a while, so this is as most as I'm gonna get for now. Various suit acquired! Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible! And of course it provides additional protection, so that's also another bonus. I'm just doing this to play it safe, because you never know when it might crash again. I'm not doing this for the sake of save scumming. It should be obvious that I'm not. For some reason, going underwater or just even touching the underwater environments really tanks the frame rate there for a second. It must be really hard to pull off with the shaders. But thankfully it gets used to it eventually. Hopefully. Oh, I see. I see. I was supposed to jump from here. Never mind. I was afraid I'd overjump it, ironically. I ended up underjumping it by quite a bit. Okay, come on. There we go. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Not too bad. Now it's time for the Magmore Caverns. That'd be fun, right? Wow, that thing is nasty. Pulse Bomb, life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments from its body. Pulse Bombas are energy beings impervious to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them. However, they lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse Bombas produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. Get out of my way, you prick. Apparently they're immortal, at least right now. I would need the wave beam to actually hurt them, which means I have no way of hurting them right now. Ouch. Freaking wasps. May as well scan one. I don't think I ever have. War Wasp. With a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. Good for that. Oh boy. There we go. Ironically, their overzealousness to protect their hive is what maybe made me want to target their hives to begin with. If they would just live and let live, well then maybe their nest would live too. You know? You know? What the? That's interesting. Probably not something I need to concern myself with right now, though. Are you ready for a trip down under? I'm going to a land down under! I was born in a land down under! Where we're going, things are about to get very hot. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just you? Just listen to that music. Just breathe it in. Funny how the music just suddenly stops in order to play the save room music. Here we go. Let's listen to the Magmore Cavern theme together. Ouch. Dang, there was only one of them. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have killed him. Yet. This is where things get real. This is where the music really starts to kick up. I'm just gonna shut up for a little bit so you can hear this great music. Or at least in my opinion, it's great. Really? Now I'm stuck in one of their... Wow, this is a hell of a bug to be stuck in. Get out, get out, get out! I'm just gonna keep taking damage until I die, aren't I? Well, so much for this. Oh, okay, finally. Oh, for crying out loud. This is just getting annoying. Come on! Would you just quit being an asshole, please? I'm sorry. Douche! Douchey! Finally, I destroyed one of them. Oh, come on. Thank you. I do not feel sorry for these things in the slightest. Even when they are stupid enough to get themselves blown up. That's what they get for screwing with me. Ugh. Sometimes the fog effects are nice. I mean the mist effects. Other times, not so much. Until it impedes your vision, then it just gets annoying, you know? I'm gonna make sure, though, that I get to the next area before I have to stop live streaming, because it's quite nice, and I think you'll enjoy it. For anyone still actually watching this, I don't know if Dumero's still watching or not. He wanted to tell me about Revenge of Evil, and then he just stopped talking, so... If you're still here, man... Hope you're enjoying it. Open up. This is the IRS. Dang it. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I figured it might have been a save station or something, but clearly I was wrong. Oh look! It's those things that were from the Space Pirate frigate. It's almost like this is a Space Pirate area. Huh? Except these ones are twice as strong. I guess the ones in the frigate were half destroyed, or something. Because these ones are taking double the amount of firepower to destroy. These must be the good ones. Take that. You mind? Thank you. Really appreciate it. I just love all the detail. I mean, look at that. You can see, just like in the water, there's some rupturing when you shoot at it. And you can see pistons moving. Everything just looks so organic and well, maybe not organic and natural, but everything just looks so alive. Which is funny because those are machines and they aren't alive, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure those things are alive, those floating sack piles of gas. I'm pretty sure they're alive. Or what constitutes alive, anyway. But in any case... That's right, just die. Just freaking die. Because I no longer wish to deal with you. Right. This could get tricky. Or not. I think that's just to get to a power-up. Okay, who wants to see one of the nicest areas in the entire game, huh? Who wants to see it? You endured this with me, you endured my crappy playstyle, so as your reward, you get to enjoy one of the most beautiful areas. It all comes down to this. It's been leading up to this moment. The last 15 minutes of this live stream, mwah! And I think you can get a good extrapolation, too. Listen to this music. I'm gonna shut up now just so you can hear the music. It's a little scratchy because the frame rate isn't perfect, but good enough. At least I think so. It's probably the snow. It's slowing everything down. When I'm not looking at anything, you can hear it. But the snow is really slowing everything down. Granted, it's still pretty fast. It's like 48 frames per second, but due to the way this works, it just slows everything down, including the music. The second that there's even the slightest bit of slowdown. Radion detected. Sometimes it does try to be clever like that and say, well, it's made of a certain material, and if you look in your logbook, it will point out that certain items are good for destroying through certain materials. But that's beside the point, I assume. Wait a minute. Oh well. It's probably no biggie. Ooh, look at that. Dang it. Get back here. There we go. this area just beautiful? For the most part. I just have to figure out how to get up this. Must not be too hard to navigate this area. Ah, there we go. All I had to do was find a platform to jump onto. No problem. Now let's see you. Crystallite Territorial Cold Weather Scavenger. The shells of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Interesting indeed. What's that? Shield controls are elsewhere in the Pandrena Shorelines area. Good thing it had that kind of info in it. Seems awfully convenient, doesn't it? Ha! Take that. Ah, now I see. We're supposed to go over here. Wait a minute. I would need a space jump to get up there. I'm sure there's somewhere else I gotta go to. Ah. There's another ledge over there. That might just be the ticket. Or not. What the hell? Okay, now you've got me in a bind here. There has to be somewhere that I can get to. Probably over there. It's possible. Ah, now I see. Surely it must be over here. Or not. Now I'm underwater, where my movement speed is extremely slow. And that was probably pretty cold for Samus, too. Good thing for the Various suit, otherwise she probably would have been frozen stiff right now. Really? Well, I guess that's the game's logic, huh? I have to observe all areas that I can travel up. That way, I can extrapolate exactly where I'm supposed to go. But it's not easy. Many things that look like paths are merely deceptive. It seems to be the name of the game around here, deception. Causing you to believe that there are certain areas that are accessible when in reality they're not. So where's the true path? I'm sure that is a burning question for us all. And I'm sure it will be made known eventually. Anything to scan around here? I figured for sure that ice crack would be something good for it. Clearly not, though. This is very confusing. Good thing I'm nearing the end of this. I know I'm supposed to get an item from here. Possibly the wave beam or the ball boost. I know you get both of those here at some point. But you're only supposed to get one of them, and then you're supposed to go back. And then get the space jump, and then come back, and then get everything else. But as to where I'm supposed to go in the meantime, I haven't the foggiest. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Nothing over here. Status report. There is, in fact, nothing here. Radion. Oh. Of course. When it said it was made of that stuff, that really meant you can go in through this way. The door directly above this has been unlocked. Good to know. Maybe I should have actually tried to destroy it. For some reason, I thought it could only be destroyed by a super missile or a power bomb or something. You know, something more strong than I have. I made that assumption erroneously and figured there was another way around, but clearly I was wrong. And I do apologize for it. Oh, great, it's this thing again. And just like before, they're immune to everything. Ah, thanks for the tip. Oh. The second time I just kept rolling and then I automatically went right through it. Isn't that fortunate? Ah, these things. Now it's coming back to me. Baby Shegoth, Glacial Predator. Ice Shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at their potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Take this. You're not very strong, are you? Take that, you little freak. Oh, hey, Negative. Unfortunately, this is nearing the end of the live stream, but, well, at least you get to see this much, right? Better than nothing. Did you hear, Negative Neo? About how Nintendo was getting rid of their Creator Club? And it would seem that they're no longer copyright flagging videos either. I actually did tests of it. I did a test upload of Super Mario Bros. For the NES with music on full blast, which would usually trigger the copyright flags in a second. But this time it didn't do nothing. So, seeing as how Nintendo is no longer copyright flagging their content of their games on YouTube, it would seem like the perfect time for me to actually live up to my name and actually live stream Metroid stuff. You know? Ice Burrower. Come on, you little freak. Come on, you little freak. Come on, just die. Why don't you come out? I got so many things to show you. Like how to die. Huh. You didn't get in quite fast enough, did you? Shows what you get. Man, I really want to play Prime. Well, if you've got a GameCube or a Wii or a Wii U, you could. Because I think Prime Trilogy was released on the Wii U as a download. Not sure if the eShop services are still open, though. Oh, crap. Whoops. Well, my bad. Only just got Federation Force. Man. I'm sorry, man. I hear that's actually a pretty bad game, especially if you're looking for a Metroid game. It seems to be decent if you're looking for a co-op shooter, but here's the thing. Metroid was never meant to be a co-op shooter. Kind of like how Dead Space was never meant to be an action shooter. Yeah. On the Wii U's eShop, apparently Prime Trilogy is available as a download. Although I'm not sure if the eShop services are still available. But it is available physically on the Wii. Unfortunately, it has some visual effects removed from the GameCube version, but it does have the advantage of having motion controls, which are more accurate, if you want that. I would have played Trilogy, but for some reason Trilogy has extremely bad glitching on the system that I'm using. Not on actual hardware, mind you. I'm playing this on Dolphin. I could have played it on actual hardware, but I figured 720p would be better. Better than trying to fiddle with USB grabber. Those things are never the best. Easier just to use Dolphin, you know? I've got the actual copy, so it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. No problem, man. No problem. Hope you have fun with it if you're able to get it. It is a really fun game. Oh yeah, I should also mention that Prime Trilogy also comes with Prime 2 and Prime 3, so if you haven't played any of the Primes, there's your chance to get all three of them in one game. Just saying. People don't really consider Prime 2 and Prime 3 in as high regard, although in my opinion, I think Prime 3 is actually better than... No wait, I think Prime 2 is better than Prime 1. Prime 3 is pretty good too, but not as good as Prime 1. PSP works great, and on phone too. Dolphin and PS2 emulators never worked for me. Ah, okay. Yeah, the PSP one it's really performance light. I mean, even my cheapo Android phone can run PSP games pretty well on it. If I go with native resolution anyway. That 480 by 372 kind of thing. I can't increase the resolution because that'll make it lag extremely. Because I have a cheapo Android. I've got an iPhone 6s Plus that's jailbroken and it can run PSP games, but sometimes for some reason the emulator freezes until I reboot the iPhone. But that's really inconvenient because I'm on the kind of jailbreak that if you restart, it stops, it just turns off the jailbreaking. It breaks the jailbreak, if that even makes any sense. So it's pretty inconvenient on the iPhone, at least to me. Unfortunately, this is where the live stream must end, but I really appreciate you swinging by and checking it out. Negative Neo, as well as anyone else who's been watching, as well as anyone who's been watching after the fact, because, of course, this does also upload after it's done. If you want to see more, I'm probably going to do one of Fallout New Vegas on Thursday, so 2 days from now. It's pretty much starting at the same time as today, so 2 hours before now, on Thursday, I will be live streaming Fallout New Vegas, or that's the plan anyway. It might change, but until then, if you want to see other videos that I've made, I do upload every day, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be caught up on that, just subscribe and hit the bell icon so YouTube will actually care to notify you, because apparently just subscribing isn't good enough anymore. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like snow and ice, and I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.